Yo, what is up, boy, sexy ass niggas? It is your boy John Cena here, and I know you see the title. The time I got catfished by a Transformer Decepticon, wherever the hell you want to call it, an Autobot, Bumblebee. Currently around like, I don't know, like 6 a.m. and I just got done, bringing my lions and giraffes in the backyard. So I was like, this is a perfect opportunity to come in and make this story time video. So with that being said, let's get into the video, my niggas. So this took place not too long ago, but not necessarily like last year or maybe a year and a half ago, a little bit longer than that. But the specific location was an outlet, you want to call it, but it also have like restaurants and bars around these mall outlets, if that makes sense. So you have like the mall, the outlets, and things like that. You can walk around, but the more you walk around, you can also run into restaurants and bars, and people could be outside, that kind of thing. But leading up to this, the person that I ended up originally going for, I didn't really know like that around this time. We were cool, but not like best friends or really close friends or anything like that. It was just kind of like, yo, I'm bored, yo, bro. Let's go here. And then for some odd reason, he just felt like I was the most extroverted person ever. Maybe it was because we didn't really know each other like that. But yeah, he was just like, dude, like you seem like you be getting all the hugs. And I think basically he felt like, some of the hugs that he knew also, I guess found me attractive or messed with me in some kind of way, even though I didn't even know some of the hugs that he knew, but somehow they knew me for whatever reason. And I think he just took that as maybe I'm going to be super extroverted without even realizing, dude. But in my head, I'm kind of like, dude, I'm actually the complete opposite. I didn't tell him because, of course, it's like, man, I didn't have nothing going on that time, that specific day. So I'm like, might as well go out. We can't be two pussy ass niggas out there, even though the main objective wasn't necessarily to be meeting women, it was to actually like look around and things like that. But also in the process, meet a woman maybe or something like that. But I always told myself on this specific day, no matter how introverted I was, if the opportunity came up and it was a girl around that we might found attractive or he might have found attractive, we're going to have to go up to them. We can't chicken out, that kind of thing. He ended up going driving to the outlets, of course, parked up. It was around maybe like 15 minutes away, so not necessarily too far away. So, we get out, and of course, it's time to walk around. We're looking around the stores and things like that. We start just going into, start doing random shit, like going into a store that we know we weren't going to buy anything from, but just wanted to just look. And on this specific day, it was enough people out. Honestly, the ratio from men to women was pretty damn good, even though that wasn't what we were necessarily looking for. But the ratio was pretty damn good. I was seeing way more women than men out there, and a lot of the women that was out there was like with their friends and like chilling. Basically, single is what I'm trying to say. Not saying just because women out with their friends, some of them can't have boyfriends, but the ones that we did see that was men, they were usually with a woman or something like that. So as we're looking around, I guess window shopping, as 50 Cent said, we run into some people that he knew that happened to be there, and they were cool. We like say what's up, yo, what's up, my boy, dap it up a little bit, things like that, handshake, and they're like, yo, we're gonna meet up here in like a little bit. How long y'all gonna be up here? And he's like, yo, I don't know. To be honest, we're just up here, like, just walking around and things like that. So they're like, I'm gonna go to the store real quick, like, that's like right here. And then I'm gonna text you. We can meet up at maybe one of these corners of the outlet and we could chill or something, find something to do. And we're like, all right, bet, cool, whatever. We're gonna continue looking around. So we go our separate ways. Boom. So as we were walking, we see like three women, like a group of them, like sitting there talking on this little statue kind of thing, statue ball. You guys know like the little ball statue that you could sit on. It's like three of them, and one of them in the group is like looking our way, but like a little bit too long. And I didn't know specifically who she was looking at. Maybe me, him, whoever. I don't know. Maybe she was just looking past us or just looking at who the hell was walking up towards them. And I see this, so I pay attention to everything. So I'm like, okay, yo, bro, like, let's walk this way. I didn't tell him, like, yo, let's walk in front of him on purpose. So we walk, and we purposely walk in front of them. I'm hearing them laugh and stuff like that, and my ears is open. So it goes from like laughter, how you laughing with your friends, how women laugh, to ooh, 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 okay, they're kind of cute though, kind of like under their breath. But we keep walking. Now, to be honest, if you were to ask me now what I would do if I heard that now, obviously I would have like turned back around immediately. Probably if they look decent, and just at least start talking to him. But back then, I can't lie, I was a little. I heard that and immediately got a little nervous. So we just kept walking, and he was like, "Dude, that girl, like, did you hear what she said?" And I lied my ass off. I said, "No, no, I don't. Wait, what did they say? I didn't really hear." He was like, "Dude, she said like, oh, under the breath, like, you cute, whatever." And I was like, "Oh no, I didn't hear that. No way. How did you hear that?" Basically playing a little dumb because I know if I said I heard, he's probably going to be like, "Dude, let's turn back around," or "Dude, go up to him and say this," or "Dude, can you go up to him and put me on," or something random like that. So I literally said, "No, I didn't hear them," when I definitely heard what they said. So we continue walking and we keep going until there's a light where you could cross the street and things like that. We kind of stop, we act like we're pulling out our phones and things like that, but we're really talking about maybe, turning back around and going that same way. And he's like, "Dude, should we just go back around and turn around?" And in my head, I'm like, "Yes, yes, yes, but no, no, no," because, and obviously the both of us are nervous, because if not, his ass would have went and talked to them with or without me, because they did look pretty damn good. I'm not even gonna lie, that I could remember. One was like mixed race, like maybe she was like black and white. One of them was Hispanic, and the other one was Asian, just like me. And they were all pretty damn decent, not gonna lie. So as we're sitting there contemplating about turning around, I realized this nigga is too scared. Like me, I'm a little nervous, but this nigga is too scared to the point that he might actually freeze if we turn around and have to go talk to him. It might actually be too awkward, and I'm not with the awkwardness. So I'm just like, well, guess we just continue walking around. We missed, I guess, what you want to say, opportunity. You never know. These could be our future wives that we just missed out on. You never know. So we go to a few more stores, and to make a long story long, I tell him, "Hey man, if we see them again, we're going to go up and talk to them, or I'm going to do it one way or another, with or without you." And he was like, "All right, dude, all right, cool, all right, bet, all right, bet. I will, I will." Because I'm like, "Yo, you better grow some balls real fast, because you're going to be looking real crazy if I go over there by myself and you're just sitting there in the back just acting like you're on your phone staring at a black screen. You don't want to be that guy." So fast forward, we ended up not seeing them. I don't know, maybe they went home or something like that. But he's like, "Dude, we can't leave without talking to one girl." And I'm just like, "All right, cool, whatever. We're gonna see." Basically, at this point, we're about to code approach, and this is where the transformer comes into place. I know we're 8 minutes in, but I have to give the whole breakdown of the day and how and where I even met this person at. So as we're walking, now we meet up with the group of people that he knew. It's around like 4 or 5 of us at this point. And as we're walking, we're going towards like an open area where a bar slash restaurant is. So like people was outside, but the bar is literally right there. You just walk through the doors, and bar setting, restaurant setting, whatever you want to call it. And there's some women out there, a few people out there. It's like 3 or 4 of the women. It's like 4 or 5 of us guys. So perfect. So we're walking, and one of the guys like, "Yo, dude, you see that girl right there?" So we're looking like, "Dude, she's bad." So we kind of walk a little bit past them, and then like kind of turn around in a way immediately. And I'm like, "Dude, we already said we're not going to leave here without talking to a woman, or women in general. So here's opportunity with this code approach. Usually I'm not for doing this, but hey, what do we have to lose at this point?" And as we're walking, I'm like, "Dude, they're not. They don't seem like they're going to act on it." So I just peel off. Boom. I walk up towards them, and I just can make up stuff on the fly. I could say something random just to start the conversation, And I can't lie, I told them, "Oh, we seen what you guys were looking at. Us. What are you guys looking at? You guys got a problem or something?" And when she laughed, I immediately knew the code approach so far is successful. So mind you, the guys I'm with, they're like standing behind me. I'm literally right here, nervous as hell, with the three of her friends, sitting here by myself talking to her. And to be quite honest with you, at the time, I just did it just because. It's not like I found her attractive and just wanted to go up to her. But as I'm talking to her, I see one of her friends, and but she's kind of like, I can only see like half her body. She's more like, her back is more turned towards me, talking to her friend. But I see, and she had a badunga dunga dun dunga dunga dun dunga dunga dun. And my first thought is, okay, this woman girl I'm talking to right here is cool, but like, you know, what's up with your friend? So I ask her if that's like, I'm like, oh, so that's your friends right there. I got my boys like back right here. And she's like, yeah. So I'm like, yo, let me just get your Snapchat real quick, but let me like tell your friends to come over here, and then I'll tell my friends. And she's like, okay. So of course I get her Snapchat or whatever, put her Snapchat in. She goes and grab her friend, and I'm like signaling my boys that's not too far away from me to pull up, to walk closer. And at that point, I immediately kind of, it's just naturally the natural thing of today. Everybody start introducing themselves. Everybody start talking to one another, and people was off to the side just a little bit, but enough room where we're not too far, but not too close at the same time. The conversation starters and oh, what are you guys doing here? What are you guys doing out here? That kind of thing. So me and the guy that I originally came with is sitting here talking to the girl with the badunga dunga dun dunga dun, but she's not really saying anything. And I don't know if the transformer was just kind of shy or whatever the hell it was, but she didn't really say too much. So we sat there for a little bit talking, and then it was time to go. Everybody exchanged info that wanted to, and it's time to leave. So we're leaving, and as I get in the car and we're heading back, I get a message from the girl that I originally got the Snapchat from, and she's like, "Oh, hey," and I'm like, "Oh, yeah, like what's up?" She's like, "I know, like I'm the one that asked for your Snapchat, and the plan was probably for me and you to talk." She didn't say that, like the plan for me and you was to talk, but she was like, "But my friend, that was sitting right there next to me, she thought you looked good," and I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool." She was like, "Yeah, so I'm going to give her your snap," and I'm like, "All right, fine, like that's cool." Got the both of you, one with the badunga dunga dun dunga dunga dun. Hey, there's nothing wrong with two. So now I get home and I tell my boy like, yo, before he head off, hey, just let me know if how things go with the girl, or whatever. He's all right, cool, bro. I'll let you know the next few days. Like my boy excited for some reason, like he was real happy and shit. I'm like, yo, why is this nigga so happy? He acting like he never talked to a woman before. Anyway, her friend ended up hitting me up, and I'm like, okay, cool. Like, what's up? Everything was smooth, right? And usually I don't do this, right? But something told me, like, I don't know, I was feeling it. No Diddy, no Meek Millie. I was feeling like something was off, right? So I never usually is the one to tell someone like let's FaceTime like that. But something was off, and I was like, all right, so like like FaceTime, because my fingers, is getting tired. But the person answers the phone in the dark. I purposely go somewhere where the light is just a little bit lit and you can see my face. And I said like 5 minutes went past. I haven't seen anything, like the voice, everything, but I can't see them, so it's kind of hard to tell at this point. So I'm like, yo, turn on the light or something. I want to see your face. We risen it up, as they say. Oh, I want to see your face. And she turns on the light, right? Still sound the same. Sound like a woman. Everything is cool. And then, as she turns on the light, at this point, she doesn't have like the makeup and stuff on that she had on at the outlet, the bar or restaurant, wherever you want to call it.
And yeah, already she's looking a little manly right now. A little like she got shot with some testosterone. And I'm like, okay, at this point, you're definitely a catfish without the goddamn makeup. And you're looking pretty damn manly in the face, and face was strong. I mean, strong. Face was strong when I tell you. And at this point, I'm kind of feeling like I want to end this convo real soon and never speak to this person again because something's definitely off. And something was off. So as we're talking, she ends up kind of like looking away from her phone like somebody's talking to her. And the voice kind of, I don't know, voice crack because I'm pretty sure talking like that messes with your goddamn voice box. And it kind of sounded like a nigga. It kind of sounded like a nigga. And I was like, whoa, in my head, I'm like, yo, what the hell? Like, please don't tell me this is true. Like, no freaking way. And as she looks away and says, whatever to the person that was came in her room, and I hear this nigga voice, I could see the damn Adam's apple. When I tell you I seen the Adam's apple and it was poking out, see, at the time, it was nighttime. And, with hair and all this other stuff, it's kind of hard to. I wasn't scoping her out like that. If anything, I barely even really paid attention to her because she was barely even saying anything. I was paying more attention to her friend. So, as all of this is happening, I'm like, bro, please tell me my eyes is like deceiving me. Because what the hell? And when it comes down to this, I will openly say whatever the hell is coming to my mind. So I'm like, yo, no disrespect or anything like that, but what are you? Are you like a? She's like, oh, I'm a girl. Like literally in my face, lying, telling me she's a girl. Like literally, all of a sudden that nigga voice disappeared and she's back into that girl voice. But no disrespect, actually I don't care anyway, but you're at least supposed to say like, no, I'm a trans woman. Don't say you're like a real woman. That is weird. But me seeing the Adam's apple, it was enough for me to say you're not. Now I know you're actually not a damn woman. But anyway, I'm like, huh? Like she's like, yeah, I'm a woman. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like, but I'm about to go to sleep. It's getting real late. I have to go walk my fish. So I'm gonna get off the phone. She's like, okay, all right, talk to you later. In my head, I'm like, nigga, I'm never talking to you ever again. So I get up off the phone, and I'm just sitting there in disbelief. Like, bro, first off, this girl, the first girl that originally gave me her Snapchat, is this like some kind of joke? Is she disrespecting me right now? And that's all I could think about at the time. So you know what I do? I immediately remove the contact info. The transformer immediately gets blocked on Snap because I don't want no Meek Millie, no Diddy stuff happening. Don't hit me up. Don't talk. So she, not she, the transformer gets blocked. I block her, and now I'm like, all right, now tomorrow I'm gonna have to text a friend like, dude, why didn't you tell me that your friend is trans and not a damn woman? Like, come on, you could at least ask me if I am into that. But I understand probably from her side that that's a girl and that's her friend, so she's going to not say anything. So as I wake up, the first thing I do is hit up the friend and I'm like, hey, I got a question for you. She ended up responding. I'm like, hey, why didn't you? No disrespect to your friend at the time, but I'm like, hey, why didn't you tell me your friend is trans and isn't actually a girl? And she's like, oh my God, I'm sorry, you're so right. Like, I should have told you that she was not actually a biological woman, but it's my friend, and she is a woman, and we see her as a woman. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like, you could have at least maybe, told me. And I'm just like, hey, you might want to start telling people that at least maybe in the future. Because even for some guys, even if they didn't do anything and they found out the person is that, they're gonna go crazy. See, me personally, I didn't plan, didn't do anything anyway. So it was just kind of like, oh damn, that's very very weird, and you just kind of move on. There's no point to just go crazy and crash out, as they say. But yeah, funny enough, I'm like, yeah, I'm not into that. I end up telling her, like, yo, I'm not into that kind of thing. I'm into biological women. She's like, okay, cool, yeah, like, sorry about that, but we're still cool, right? I'm like, yeah, we're still cool. Like, you didn't do nothing to me other than that. Like, I understand it was a, you probably didn't necessarily know. And funny enough, she actually ended up being really, really cool. Like, even to this day, I still have her on Snapchat. We talked for a little bit. I am not talking about the Transformer, by the way. I'm talking about the other girl that originally gave me her Snapchat. And funny enough, over the course of this time, she hit a pretty damn good glow up. But anyway, that's the time I got catfished by a goddamn Transformer, Autobot, Decepticon, whatever the hell you want to call it. And yeah, you guys out there, be safe depending on where you live at. You have to make sure nowadays, because a lot of weird stuff be going on and they would not say anything. Now, if they were around me and they were in person and they didn't say that, I probably they would have got the Hall of Fame Bruce Lee kicks, Hall of Fame John Jones, and Hall of Fame Mike Tyson hands, because that is kind of crazy to not like warn someone about that. Like, I do understand we're in 2020, 2020, 2020, 2020, 2020, 2020, 2024, but hey, I spent more than majority of my life not even knowing those type people of that kind of exists. So you definitely can't think people is just going to be accustomed to that because we're in 2020, 2024. No. But with that being said, my niggas, that's it for the video. I know this video was pretty damn long, but I wanted to at least give the whole entire day and what led up to me even meeting the Decepticon, and not just basically make it super short and simple. Story time kind of thing. So this is your bedtime story, my niggas. Say thank you. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe for more commentary, story time kind of videos. And comment down below if you ever ran into this problem ever in your damn life. And if you haven't, make sure, hopefully, you don't run into this problem ever. Inshallah. And that's it. Stay sexy, my niggas. It is your boy, Elon Musk, signing out. Is that my lions? Those are my lions in the backyard growling. Yeah, it's probably time to feed them. And I'm out. Peace.